Can you hear me now or what? Just gonna start sharing the link around first, and then we'll get into the broadcast. The boys are just getting ready for qualifying here. What? We are in week number 2 at Portugal today. Week 1 was last week at Imola, where Zach Sweeney took the win. God bless his cotton socks. Like I said, I'm just sharing the link around here now. I'm going to be a little quiet for a second. I'll try to somewhat communicate here. This is week 2, season 1 for the F1 Elite Racing League. Tuning in tonight with your buddy OneWing. It's an honor and a privilege to be streaming these fellas. Great bunch of lads. Should be great racing. Racing at elite settings. No assist at all. No racing line. Nothing. Should be a good race for sure. Share this link up here now to the racing group. Then I'll share it to a few other groups on Facebook. And then we'll get into the action. Hopefully we're up for a sunny race today. This is a hard track as it is. It's definitely top 4 hardest tracks in the game, in my opinion anyways. A lot of uphills and downhills and turns and everything. It's hard to get traction on the exits at a lot of these turns. It's going to be an interesting race for sure. Can't wait to watch it. Like I said, this is the F1 Elite League season number 1, week 2, Portugal. Some of the best here. I'm in a lot of racing groups. I just got to share them to the Discord for the boys. Thank you to everybody tuning in for subbing. It's greatly appreciated. I hope the action is just as good, worth the wait. I'm sure it's going to be. Wonder who the first car is going to be out on track. I'll go back to YouTube. Let's get up some menu here. Fastest laps, interval, I guess. We got our first fella out racing wheel in the beautiful looking Williams. Haven't seen this fella race yet myself. I've seen a lot of the other guys like Scott in the Red Bull and Sweeney, the man himself, Zach, and the Aston Martin took week 1 at Imola. He's the championship leader after week 1. We got Amir in the Mercedes. He had a good finish last week too. It's going to be a good race for sure. Looks like we got a dry quali anyways. Hopefully we got a dry race. He's warming up his tires, getting ready to come around. Coming around the last bend in sector 3 before we hits the last turn here. Leading into the long straight. We'll hop on board racing wheel here now for the first hot lap of the night. Good evening everybody, I'm your buddy OneWing. This is a new track to the game, it's very hard with the inclines. See what kind of times we're expecting. I think we should be hitting around 116s for sure for the best fellas, probably even 115s. I know myself, I'm about 117 and I'm not quite as fast as a lot of these guys, so they shouldn't be in the 116s, the top 4 or 5. Might even see a 115. See what kind of time the Williams driver is going to put in here now as he's entering sector 3. Alright, coming around the last turn here, leading into the home stretch. See what kind of time he's going to put in, and then we'll go back with, what we got, 122, that's not a very good time. I would expect better. He's on an outlet. Who else do we got coming around? Do got Glitch a bit further ahead here. He's got a purple second sector in the AlphaTauri. Glitch 182. Now Glitch is sitting 5th in the driver standings, 16 points after week 1. We got Aston Martin sitting P1 in the constructors with the Alpines right behind him at 26, and the Alfa Romeo sitting 3rd at 20 points. So what kind of time Glitch is putting in? 118. There we go, getting down there now. Now we go down to the Red Bull of Ted, maybe. Here comes Ted in the beautiful looking white Red Bull livery for the anniversary. What kind of time's he putting in? Sitting P2. Hop on board with Scott for his hot lap now. Scott's one of the 4 league owners. It's him and Ted. We got Aces versus Kings as well. And the last one is Bluey, I believe. That's the 4 fellas that runs this league. It's a great league. It's kind of like 3 leagues combined into one. This is season number 1. Race number 2. Boys are just, some of them are just new to the no assist. Some are experts at it. I'm kind of fooling around with it myself now. I still like to use a bit of ABS or some traction control sometimes. You just see what I'm talking about, how the different terrain is going up, is going down. This is a very hard track if you don't know it off by heart. Especially with no assist, no racing line. You gotta be careful on the throttle, especially right here. She likes to go right through the grass. He might get a little tow here from the Alpine if he doesn't move out of the way. Oh, he's going to move out of the way. That kind of ruins his lap, though. Scott's going to be rotted. It's not how you do it. You got to get off the racing line, pal. Pay attention. Scott puts in the 6th best time. No, Scott's sitting P2. Oh. Must be Aces. Aces on his hot lap. Oh, he invalidated on turn number 1. Well, we'll stick on board here with the Aston Martin. He got a purple in the 1st sector. How did Last do last week? Last got P8 last week, 13 points. But like I said, he's in the Aston Martin. They're sitting P1 in the constructors because his buddy Zach Sweeney got position number 1 last week at Imola. He's purple in the sector number 2. So far we got the AlphaTauri in P1 of Glitch 182, followed by the 2 Red Bulls of Scott and Ted. Then we got the 2 Williamses of Diego and Racing Will, sitting P4 and 5. Nice to see the Williamses up there for now. And we got a couple medium tire setters there. It's nice. What's last gonna put in here? 1:18.7, good enough for a second spot. Overtakes the two Red Bulls. Nice lap, sir. Swayze P7 in the AlphaTauri is gonna wear out his salves. Maybe it's gonna be a wet race. I'm not quite sure what's on the go. Who else we got? Come on, we got a Mercedes coming around. It's not him, it must be Zuber. He's on his outlet. And we do got Sweeney coming around here. We'll hop on board with Sweeney, see what he's doing here. Just his first hot lap. The man, the myth himself, great commentator. Everybody go over to Zach Sweeney's channel. Give him the love, give him the like, hit the subscribe button for him. He does a lot of racing, a lot of comms, great fella. 1:17.8, good enough for pole from last week's winner. That a boy, Zach. That's what we're talking about. We got Last coming around. Doesn't look like he's trying to put in much of a lap here. Might be preparing for another one, but then we got an Alpine coming around. William. No Alpine. See what Aces puts in here. We need to get a good lap here, Aces. We both know you can do it. Watch you many times at APP. You're fast. I can only imagine. Look at this. That's just beautiful. What are you doing, Modi Perez, man? That's brutal. As I would imagine, Aces is fuming at... yeah. Zach got disqualified from the session. He's going to be starting from last. That's a catastrophe for the pole sitting time. Championship leader after week one, and the Astons in general. Wonder what he did. I didn't catch it. Now we got AV coming around. See what kind of time he's putting in. Sitting P3 now in the medium, so this guy's got some pace. Right around the hairpin. On the throttle. A little kink here to the left. Followed by another kink to the right. Into the very tricky corner here, where it's very easy to spin her 360. On the throttle, there you go. Quick shifter. And he's given up. Guess he's too far behind. We got Zuber going around. Stay on board with Zuber, the Mercedes. Zuber's fast. He raced over at APP too. A lot of the fellas here from APP. Great league too. Zach does a lot of their streams. So does Sumo Gilligan and Ghost. As far as Ghost isn't racing this league. So right now we got Glitch still holding on the pole. Then we got Last sitting P2. AV84 GT sitting P3. And then we got Scott and Ted sitting P4 and 5. The two Red Bulls. And then we got the two Williams. There's a Diego and Racing Wheels sitting side by side. P6 and 7. He just invalidated himself. The guy's got to get some times put in. Amir's new to the league. As is some of these fellas, because it's a brand new league. This during the inaugural season. I get the privilege and honor of commentating for him. Hopefully he likes what I'm doing. Hopefully we got some action to come here in the race. We got 6 minutes left just in change here for qualifying. Oh, we got a purple sector number 2 on the mediums from Amir. Needs a good showing for his Mercedes. Comrade Zuber's not having a good qualifying session here. We still got 6 minutes, so I imagine some of these fellas are definitely got to go back out to set another time. Now we got Ted coming around there too, that's sitting P5. We'll see where Amir gets there. P3 for the Mercedes, great lap on the mediums. Now we got Ted coming around in the Red Bull. He's right on par, he's only 1-4. Oh, he just invalidated. Had a tank slapper coming out of the bend. Brutal. Now we got Diego coming around, don't we? Who else do we got? No, he's an outlet. They're all on outlets. So we'll go with Diego it is. In the Williams, trying to improve on his P7. He's got his teammate Racing Wheel out on an outlet too. See what the Williams can put down. Boys are showing some pace here. We got Glitch just retook pole. 117.9. We got a Mercedes. Out, spun out there in sector number 2. Here comes Diego around the finishing turns. Flying around here, you're full throttle. And he gives up on the lap. Now looks like we got an Alpine. Ace is going to try to get another lap in. He got lots of space in front of him this time. It was unfortunate what happened to him on the end of his first hot lap. Hopefully he's over it. Accidents happen. People on the out laps definitely got to be more careful. If you're not on a hot lap, get out of the way and off the racing line when there's another car approaching. Here he comes. He got a second sector purple. He's going to be putting in a good time here by the looks of it. Last bend. Here comes the Alpine. Aces versus Kings. 3-1 favorites. Boom, up to P2 for Aces. Nice lap, sir. See what your teammate's doing here. Coming around the last bend too to Williams, hoping to improve on his position. Doesn't look like, is he? P9 still, he's still under, but wasn't enough to overtake. Swayze in and out lap. Here we got the Ferrari number 46. That's my number, bro. Modi Perret 46 on OneWing 46. Nice to meet you. Let's have a good hot lap here now for the Ferrari. We got both of them sitting down P11 and 12. They're both. I know Womax is a good driver. Hasn't even tried to put a lap in yet. We got Bluey finally on an out lap in the Alfa Romeo. It's a tricky turn here, buddy. You gotta watch it on the throttle there. You're gonna be eating grass pretty quick. And then the Ferrari's coming around. It's a beautiful track in general. It's fun to race. Yellow flag in sector 2. I think it was just someone letting someone go by. It's still P10 for the Ferrari. Now who do we got coming around? This fella's definitely on a hot lap. So's that Aston is too. No, he's on an out lap. We'll hang on board here now. There's AlphaTauri, there's Swayze. Looking to improve on his P12. Looks like we got a Red Bull crossing the line. No. Scott starting his hot lap. Back on with this fella. Coming around, finishing sector 3 as we speak. He's got a hot Red Bull on his tail. What kind of time is the AlphaTauri going to put in? He's looking to get inside the top 10, I am sure. We only got 146 left in qualifying. Then we're going to move on to the race. He's going to be towing that Red Bull around with him. Does he improve? He does not improve. Now we got Scott coming around, don't we? See if Scott can improve on his P7. To see, you know, he's 4 seconds off, so he's not doing it. This guy's 2/10 off. Now we got Last out there looking to try to get pole. We got people getting held up here. And we got Zuber. He just validated. We got Amir coming around the bend, looking to improve on his P4. He does not do it, but it's still sitting P4 on the mediums. He is sitting in a pretty good position. with the Alpine of AV84 GT and the mediums sitting right there too, sitting P5. There's some good times on the mediums. Oh, this is Aces versus Kings coming around on a hot lap here now, starting right now. So we'll come back to him. And Swayze's coming around the bend there now, looking to improve on P12. He moves up to P10. Nice lap out of the AlphaTauri. He'll be happy with that, I'm sure. Now we got another Alpine coming around, do we? It's not this guy, it's Aces. Oh. Ted improve on P6? He does not. We got a Mercedes. Could be Zuber. No. It's Amir. And Scott's right behind them. I wonder if Scott close enough for a tow? No. Amir's looking to improve on his P5. But like I said, P5 on the mediums, he's only 8/10 off. He could be one of the strong horses for the race, him and Evie in the Alpine. Does he improve on his P5? He's up to P2. What's Scott do? Scott's up to P4. He'll like that in the Red Bull, I am sure. We are done in quali. We got a couple guys just finishing their laps. We got Aces trying to steal pole. He's done. Oh, he's going for it, okay. 1/10 off. We got Maston. Everybody's done but Swayze, and he just invalidated her. Alright, that's your starting grid. We got the AlphaTauri Glitch 182 on pole. We got Amir in the Mercedes sitting P2, and then we got Aces and Kings sitting P3 in the Alpine. We got Scott in the Red Bull sitting P4, last stock in the Aston Martin P5. We are in for a battle here today, a banger of a race on OneWing. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. This is F1 Elite League, Season 1, Week 2 from Portugal, Portugal. It's going to be a good race. Let's go through the leaderboard. For some reason, I'm not even getting the option to go through. And we got last stock, like I said, in P5, Bluey in P6, AV84 in P7. We got Ted in P8, Woolmax in P9, Zuber P10 in the Mercedes. With the Williams of Diego and P11 to Finn. With Swayze, the American, the AlphaTauri, sitting P12. We got Racing Wheel and Williams, P13. And we got the Ferrari of Phil Multi-Peretz, 46, sitting P14. And we had the pole sitter, Zach Sweeney, race 1 winner, week 1. Get DQ'd. I'm not quite sure what happened to poor old Zach. Oh, it was the first challenge, is it, Zach? Good luck, buddy. You got the pace, obviously. Let's get it on. Like Donkey Kong. See some clean, toddy racing here, boys. It's a nice sunny day by the looks of it. Beautiful. Should be able to get some good action. Can't wait. I'm sure everybody's nervous here now. Started a race. Especially the pole sitter, you know, the top couple rows. It's always a bit sketchy going into turn 1, especially here. It's downhill into a high-speed 3-kink turn. It's going to be intense. You got to watch out for the sausage curve on the inside of turn 1. It do like to flick you. Here we go. We got the formation lap, so I can get my stuff up. Intervals, details. Guess we don't need any detail. We put the tires on, I suppose. Nah, we don't need it. Yes, we'll put the maybe we do position change first, will we? Yeah. I don't need it like that. Hide there. There we go. We'll go through the leaderboard. There's your pole sitter, Glitch 182 in the AlphaTauri. How was he doing last week? Glitch finished P5, and the AlphaTauris are sitting P6 in the constructors, so he'll be looking for another solid finish tonight. We got Amir in the Mercedes P2. Amir sitting P4 after last week. We got Scott one of the league admins sitting P3 here in the Red Bull. How's Red Bull doing in the constructors? Red Bull are kind of lagging down to P8 at 14 points, but they're only 21 back at first, Aston. So we got Aston, Alpine, and Alfa Romeo 1, 2, 3, 35, 26, and 20. We got Williams tied with Alfa Romeo for third at 20. Mercedes and P5 at 17. AlphaTauri is 16, that's P6. McLaren P7 at 15. Red Bull P8. Ferrari P9. And Haas down in P10 with 10 points. But it's still only week 2. You're only 25 points back. Anything can happen. Zach somehow doesn't have to start last even though he got DQ'd. There's one less spot for you to pass, Zach. Good luck to you. Here we go. There's your pit stop strategy suggestions. I imagine most are going to do the 2-stop. Maybe some of the backfield might do the 1-stop. I managed to do the 1-stop in my race a couple weeks ago. Starting on the mediums though, the top 10 basically are going to be on, what do we want to do? We'll put on tires. Let's have a good clean race, boys. Especially the first lap, let the tires warm up. Take it easy. Can't win a race on lap 1, but you can certainly ruin one. Good luck to everybody. This is F1 Elite League, Week 2, Portugal, Season number 1. Let's put on a show, fellas. There's 5 red lights. And we are off. Here they come. Nice and tidy. Beautiful job in turn 1, boys. Beautiful. We'll jump right back up to the leaders now. We got Glitch hanging on in the AlphaTauri right off the hop. He got a mirror chase him in the Mercedes. Everybody's doing a good job keeping it clean. Beautiful. Everybody got through the first bunch of turns nice and tidy. Look at that. Beautiful job, everyone. Now we're on top of the board here with Wilmax in the Ferrari. We'll change that detail now. We'll go up to our positions changed. What a start from Sweeney. P14 to P5 in the Aston Martin. He did win last week. I expect greatness out of him tonight too. There's a nice inside move on Ted. He got the move on the Red Bull. He is on fire on the softs. Now he's got Womack, the other Ferrari here, all over him. Now we got Scott on board up here. We'll get right on board with the Alpine, Avey and his teammate going side by side, which is not what you want to do. Let your teammate go by. Want to take each other out. He's got the faster tire. Let him go on, drag you on. There we go. Womack here gets to see all the action. So after the first lap, Glitch manages to hang on, get away with the lead. Good job, brother. He's got a 1.2 second lead on Amir in the Mercedes, who's got a nice little lead for himself too. He's got Scott in the Red Bull sitting P3. Then we got Lostock in the Aston Martin right behind Scott. We'll hop on board here. See what the Aston Martin can do on Scott. Scott's going a little defensive here already. He can feel the heat. No DRS activated yet. You get that on lap 3. We got a pile up behind Scott here. Oh, bad exit from the Aston Martin. The last stop is going to put the Aces versus Kings right on top of them. The two Alpines are doing good for themselves, sitting P5, P6. Aston Martins are doing good, sitting 4th and 7th. Everybody's getting away cleanly, though. That was the main thing. Sweeney is just killing it on this first stint. But Avey's not giving it up on the slower tire. He's hanging in there. Avey's obviously got the pace. Up 7 spots for Zach. Down 4 for Ted. Now we'll go back to the tires. Or nothing. There we go. We got last right on top of Scott. No DRS yet. He's not going to be able to get him. First two fellas got away cleanly. Scott's got a train following him. Oh, last one wide. He's going to put Aces on the proper chance here to get the inside. A little rub. That's... I turns you every time. Hang in there. Hopefully everybody can come on safely. Yeah. Ted's being careful. It's the best he can do. He should get past him here. Unlucky there for Aces. The exact same thing happened to me 2 weeks ago. I got touched in the front and I took a spin, but we're only on lap 3 of 33, man. Anything can happen. Don't give her up. Oh, we got Zuber on the outside, now on the inside, taking Ted. Oh no, we got Aces gone wide. He managed the drifter, I think, through the corner and hang on to it. That a boy, Aces. Don't give up. Your tire's got to be dirty there now, though. What a view. Oh, Ted's going to get a view here now. Going 2 wide between Zuber and Aces. Ted's just getting all the action. Sitting and waiting for a mistake. We all got DRS. Poor old Aces don't have DRS. We'll hop on board Zuber, see if he's going to get the move done. If wings are open, oh, he's gone defensive. He's going to try to go on the outside. It can't be done. Good job defense by Aces. Aces is no rookie. Now we'll get back up on top here with the 3-car battle, 4-car battle. 1, 2, 3, 4-car battle for P5 between Avey, Last, Womax, and Bluey. They're all around. Yeah, what a battle we got going on here now between the Alfa Romeo of Bluey and the Ferrari of Womax. Then we got the Aston right up ahead of Last Stock and the Alpine, the AV84, and the Aston is Zach Sweeney. P4, P6, what a 4-car, 5-car train we got going on here. Top 4 starting to get away. We got Glitch leading the way in the AlphaTauri. We got Amir and the Mercedes still holding on to a strong P2 early on. Oh, he might get the run. Everybody's right and kiting it here, P8 to P4. We're definitely going to get a move here now with the DRS. There's the move. Bluey's on the outside of Womax. Not much Womax can do. There's a nice move up to P7. Go up to Avey. Avey's on top of Zach. Zach's had a great start. Started P14, 5 laps in. He's up to P4. There's 10 positions. Racing Wheel didn't have a very good start. He's in the pit. I imagine he had some damage that I missed. Now, we'll go back on top of Ted here. Oh no, Ted. You were right on top of him. That's why I went there. Now you got cars whipping past you. Ted's dropping down to P12, 13 for the Red Bull. We're still early on. His teammate Scott's in P3. Trying to hang on to Amir. You can still see him right there, but he's got Zach's all over him. And Avey. And Last Stock in the Aston Martin. Boys put on the show. It's been a clean race. This is the F1 Elite League, week number 2, Portugal, on OneWing. This is season number 1 for the fellas. We got Bluey, they're sneaking right behind her. He's not far behind. In the the Alfa Romeo. He's almost in slipstream mode. Is Sweeney gonna get it done? He's not this time. Oh, Scott with the penalty. That puts Sweeney right up in the provisional P3 without even having to pass him. Scott's going to drop a couple of spots. Early on, the racing's been great, though. We'll hop on board with Zach now, see what he can do here with Scott. Like I said, Zach's the commentator for our Other League APP. Go over onto his channel, give him some love. Oh no, who is that? That's Amir, the Mercedes, has spun her on that turn on the mediums. That is not what the Mercedes driver was looking for. But it's still only lap number 6 of 33, man. Anything can happen. You're on a different strategy than everybody else. Get her back going now. You obviously got the speed. You'll make it up. Now you got Aces right on top of Amir. Womack's got to be well aware of what's happening behind him. He's got a couple of fast drivers coming upon him. Zach managed to get past Avey after he's up to P3. And he's on the move to take P2 on Scott, but he just can't get it done. Glitch is just running away without a fault. Scott runs wide. Zach's going to take advantage. Scott tries to defend, but I don't know, is he going to get to the DRS? Zach doesn't. He's going to be able to make it back here. No, he's not going to be able to do it. Wow, the Alpine out of nowhere. Baby with the dive. Zach's fighting back. He's not giving up. What a battle we got here between the Aston Martin and the Alpine and the Red Bull Scott. 3-car battle, 4-car battle, because the Aston Martin, the last stock, is right there tagging along now too with his teammate. Sitting P2, P5. We got the 4-car battle for P2, but it's allowing Glitch. Gotta give Glitch some stream time too. And the AlphaTauri running away with it here. He's 5 seconds ahead. Loving seeing the action behind him. He's having a solid race so far. Just gotta keep doing what he's doing. Don't get distracted. We got Ted passing Diego. Diego passing Ted. Let's go back, see what's on the go. Oh, it's all done with now. We'll go back to this 4-car battle. Look at this train of cars we got. Now we got Bluey catching up. Bluey wants a piece of the action. Bluey's one of the amins here as well. Him, Scott. Aces and Kings there. And who's the last one? Ted. That's the 4 boys. What a 4-car battle we got going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-car battle. They don't want to Zach get away. They got to stay within the slipstream. He's almost away from AB and the Alpine at 0.8 now. We got Zuber and Mercedes going into a pit. He's done with the mediums. What's he coming out on? Let's throw on the tires. He's on the softs. He's going for the 2-stop. Now where's all the action? Right up here. 3-car battle here for P10. Between Diego in the Williams, Ted in the Red Bull, and Modi in the Ferrari. Going too wide may not be good here. And it is not for the Red Bull. Oh, Ted is out. Oh, I imagine so. What a wreck. And the Ferrari's done too. He's still alive with no damage though. He must feel guilty about the Red Bull. Zach's starting to cut into that lead. It's only 3.5 now. It's not 5 seconds. And he's released from that tow of Avey. Surprised there hasn't been a safety car yet. We're down to 13 cars. We had a couple regulars not be able to make it tonight. Speed Alcoholic finished P2 last week. It's not here tonight. Kind of disappointing. But Zach's putting in a challenge. He started last. He's up to P2. Purple sector number 2. Glitch must see that Zach's on his bumper and coming in fast. Now we still got this 3-car battle for P4 between Scott, Bluey, and Last. We'll hop on board with Last. He must love seeing his teammate up in P2. AV is still sitting pretty good in that Alpine though on the mediums. Everybody else is going to have the pit before him. He's going to get to go on and get some clean air. Last is going to try to keep up with him and get the tow. Oh, we got mirrors all over the Red Bull, the Ferrari Womax. And then just up ahead we got Last all over Bluey. Oh, he's going to get the run on him. He got the DRS. You're kind of a sitting duck here. Amir's going to get the move done on Womax fairly easily into the turn up to P6. Made a nice comeback after that wipeout earlier. He was sitting in the top 3. Now we'll hop on board with Last as he's chasing down Bluey. I knows Bluey, he can race. Now he's got pressure on him. And we got Aces. Aces just taking Womax. Another shape-up battle coming up here now. A few battles starting to line up here as strategies are going to start lining up. Scott just went in, came out P9 on the new softs. He's definitely doing a 2-stop. We got Diego de Williams into the pit. Him and Racing Wheel had a good qualifying in the Williamses, but not a good turnout so far in the race. But we still got 22 laps to go. Last stack is probably not going to be able to soak this up as much as he wants to. But he's going to get the next DRS home. Then we'll go back and watch Aces, see if he can take a mirror. Is the Aston going to get him here? He's not going to be able to catch Bluey. We'll go back here. Aces and chasing down a mirror for P6. Slight lock up. Getting a little greasy now in those 10-lap old salves, but you can get a few more laps out of them. Everybody's frightened to death of that turn. Better off to put it up to 4th gear into that turn, I find. But Aces is closing down that gap. He's right on top of the Mercedes. Now we got last stack, and we got a mirrors catching him. No, he's a ghost. Now is last stack going to be able to get the run on him now with the DRS? Definitely, it's going to be close this time. He's just not going to be able to do it. You got to stay in behind him for the slipstream, man. Unless he's not even thinking about trying. He's happy with his P5. It's good for the team. There's an improvement on his P8 last week. Aston Martin just needs some solid points. They're sitting P2, P5 right now. Zach is closing in on Glitch. He can see him. The Aston Martin's made the comeback after the DQ and quali. Watch it, Zach. Oh, buddy. Talk about a tank slapper there. Now we'll go back down to your teammate because he's all over Bluey here in the Alfa Romeo. Sector 1, we got a Red Bull. Yeah, it is definitely a Red Bull. Oh, Scott must have spun out. Still sitting P9. A little shot. You overshot her there, Zach. Bluey's managing to hold him off. He's got the DRS on him again. He just can't seem to catch him. Bluey's not cracking under the pressure from the Aston Martin. The Alfa Romeo is holding his own. See if we can get him on this DRS zones. He's a lot closer this time. He still can't get him. We'll go down with Aces. Aces is on top of the Mercedes of Amir. Amir's having a good race after the little slip up early on. Amir finished P4 last week. He's sitting P6 right now. This is good for Mercedes. They're sitting P5. His teammate Zuber's in P11. Just after putting on a fresh set of tires. Now can Aces get him? We're on board with Aces. It's starting to rain. Oh, I see rain. It's lap 13. All the guys who just pitted are going to be disgusted because they're going to have to pit again in a couple laps. Depending on how quick this rain goes. Everybody else, now they're kind of trying to drag it out. I see why they're on 13 laps. They're trying to see what's happening. Take her easy, Zach. 13 lap old hair softs now with the rain coming down. The Aston Martin's going to get the toe all over the AlphaTauri. Glitch has had a smooth ride. First 13 laps of the race, got away with it, but now he's got pressure for the first time. How's he going to handle it? And we got last stock, a teammate of Sweeney all over Bluey still, but he just can't get it. And we got aces all over a mirror, the Mercedes. Always might get the... I don't know what to do with the tire situation. It doesn't seem like it's building up, but these old slicks gotta be getting greasy now. You're gonna want to put a different set of tires on very soon. Zuber's the first one to put on a set of intermediates. We'll see how that pays off for the Mercedes driver. He might be a smart man. Safety car is out. We got a Ferrari who DNF'd. Anybody going to dive into the pit is now the time to do so. Now they don't know what tires to put on. That's not very nice there, Zach. What tires is everybody going to put on? The AlphaTauris, they got the intermittents out. Aston Martin got intermittents out. He still gets out just ahead, so we got the top three on intermittents. 1, 2, 3. Glitch, Sweeney, Avey. They're going to try to come out, or are they going to come out ahead of the Mercedes? What a great call by Amir to put him on early. He's right out to P6, caught up to everybody. It wasn't. It was Zuber. He couldn't unlap himself. He just couldn't unlap himself. He almost did it. Womack's in the Ferrari tries to stay out. And he's 3-lap old softs. He's hoping it's not going to build up too much. Same with Scott on the Red Bull, is trying to drag it out so that I guess one stop on the intermittents or the rain wets will get him to the end. Swayze and the AlphaTauri coming across the line. P10 on this 14-lap old softs. Not quite sure what he's thinking. Now we'll see what it's like on board. We'll hop on board with AV. So we're on lap 15 or 33. We are on week number 2, Portugal. This is F1 Elite League. I'm your buddy OneWing. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. All that good stuff. This is the No Assist League. You got to give props to the boys. This is not an easy track with the assist. And now we got the rain coming down. I'm not sure what the better tire is. I imagine it's pretty close between the softs and the intermittents right now because it's kind of in between. It's not building up. Depends on the track temperature and the temperature of the tires. The boys can get it warmed up. I really don't think is he out. Yeah, I didn't think he could pass the safety car. Attaboy, Zuber. Not good for the Mercedes. Sitting P5 in the constructors, getting DQ'd, trying to pass the safety car, will not help their situation. Now we got everybody tightening back up. I imagine safety car will be in this lap. Scott decides to pit in the Red Bull. Why not? You're sitting P10. You might get the catch up by the time. Yes, you should be able to catch up by the green flag. And you're sitting pretty. You have 10 points or something for sure, 12 or however the point system works. Now we got Glitch. He's been leading the whole way. Pole right up to lap number 16. Now we got a safety restart on the intermittents. It's going to be interesting. And then we got the Aston Martin of Sweeney sitting P2 after a great start. Alpine of AV84 GT sitting P3. Then we got the Alfa Romeo of Bluey sitting P4. Aston Martin of Lastock P5. The Mercedes of Amir P6. Then we got Aces P7 in the Alpine. Alpine's having a good race sitting P3 and P7. That'd be a nice little jump for them. Where are they sitting to in the constructors? They're sitting P2. So they need these points. They gotta see that Aston Martin, both of them are sitting up there. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. We're down to 11 drivers. Hopefully the rest of them can finish out this race. We did only have 15 original. A couple people couldn't make the race. Hopefully a full grid next week, which will be week 3. Same bad time, same bad channel. 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK. And it's getting heavy. The water's starting to build up. Zach's gonna get the run on him. Oh ho! Zach got to jump at him. And we got Alpine and Bluey getting away off. Top 4 got away clean. We got everybody managed to get through the restart all nice and clean. Womax now has got Scott on top of him. Scott's got the run on him. I'm not sure why Womax stayed out on the softs. Like I said, he's probably planning on going into pit anytime now and throwing on the wets. He's definitely making it hard on poor Scott, but Scott got the job done. Sector 1. Swayze just coming out of the pits. He's not spun. He's still sitting in good position. Sitting P10 is always good for the constructors. When your teammates sitting P2, every point matters. It's not just about yourself, it's a team game too. Now we're on board with Sweeney, the Aston Martin, and he might just run away with this now. It seems like the AlphaTauri glitch is having a trouble adjusting to the racing conditions a little bit. He did have top speed in the dry. Maybe his tires takes an extra second to warm up. He couldn't get them warmed up quick enough. Then we got Alpine of Avey. He's right on top of Glitch here. There's your provisional podium. Sweeney in the Aston, Glitch in the AlphaTauri, and Avey in the Alpine. 1, 2, 3. Bluey's right there too in the Alfa Romeo. So we got a nice little, we got Lots right here and Aces. And Amir coming around the corner. Everybody's still right there. Top 7 still pretty jumped up here. That's what we like to see. Separate the men from the boys now in the rain. Womax in the Ferraris finally in the pits. What tires are he going to come out with, I wonder? He's putting on the intermittents too. His will be fresher on the end. As long as the rain don't build up too much, this will work out for him. Swayze in the AlphaTauri moves up to P9. You just got to brake a little earlier, trail brake a bit more, brake earlier than you normally would, and just don't be so hard on the throttle on the exits. You get the tires warmed up, they can, as long as you got enough downforce on your aero, you can run pretty good laps in the rain. These cars are good. Oh, Zach's kind of had a bit of a lock up there. It's going to allow Glitch to eat up a bunch of time on him, then just a 0.4 on that one turn alone. He's feeling the heat of Avey and Bluey right on top of him. We got a 3-car battle for P2, and we're just about got a 4-car battle for P1, because Sweeney's starting to feel the heat too, I think, because he lost his 1.6 second lead. It's down to a 0.8 now. He's got lots of DRS left, ERS left, so does Glitch, Avey, Bluey, none of them are really using it. Ace has still got lots left, so does Dot, Amir, everybody. Scott's just still there. I mean, he's sitting a nice solid P8 for the Red Bull. Swayze P9. Womax, 100%. He hasn't used any of his ERS. He's going to have to start using some of that on the straights. We got Diego and the Williams sitting P11. Well, here's the battle. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-car battle for P1, really. Anything can happen between these 4 drivers. And we got Aces right behind her. He's only 2 seconds back and closing the gap. He's a good driver too in the Alpine. He must love seeing his team sitting P3, P5. That's great for the Alpines because they're battling the Astons 1, 2 in the constructors. And they're sitting 1, 6. Now we got Amir in the Mercedes. It's kind of a lot of stock here too. We're going to have a 3-car battle for P5. We got 2 3-car battles here, and the Alpines and the Astons and the Mercedes all are involved here. Mercedes needs a good finish out of Amir after Zuber DQ'd. It's unfortunate for the Mercedes driver. Now, There's the 4-car train. Like I said, Aces ain't far behind. He's got clean air. He's going to get to run his laps. He might catch up. We'll check the penalty situation now. Wow, that's a time changer. So right now, Glitch will be sitting P3, but he must be well aware the penalties will be a factor. Amir is going to jump up immensely in that Mercedes on P7. He's just got to stay close. He must see out the penalties. He'll shoot up P4 for the Mercedes right now. It's a good finish. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing. Now we got AV all over Glitch, who doesn't really need to make the pass, but he always like to make the pass on the track and get it done with. We'll get rid of that now. We're all on the intermittents. Wilmex will have the stronger tire on the end, but he is quite a ways back. We need another safety. The Alpine of AV is all over the AlphaTauri. Glitch, he's feeling the heat for sure. Glitch is not using his ERS though. Now he's on the ERS. He's just not going to be able to make the pass as much as he wants to. He's just going to have to hope he's going to force Glitch into a mistake. Oh, we got Aces going around Bluey. Alpine sitting P3, P4. Bluey's not just going to give up like that, I'm sure. He's going to fight back in the Alfa Romeo. Amir finally got past Aston Martin of last stock. It's not raining very hard, but it's enough to make it interesting. Now we got the Alpine, like I said, sitting P3, P4. It's good showing so far for our team. Alpine sitting P2 in the Constructors. See what it's like. Just to give you the cockpit view. Sachs managed to get that gap for first place. Wow. Glitch must have missed a gear or something, but AV Alpine shoots up to P2. Now he's got Aces. Oh, he might have disconnected, did he? He must be on AI mode. It's not good for the AlphaTauri. Oh no, Aces just lost it. Zach's sitting P1 with 2.5 second gap. We got AV and the Alpine sitting P2, but he can still see the Aston Martin and the Sweeney's. Then we got Bluey P3. Glitch is still P4. Hopefully he can come back. Hopefully it's just something minor, something serious going on, but he's getting past by Amir. Amir in the Mercedes. Now we got the other Aston Martin. This is going to be killer for the AlphaTauris. Now we got the Mercedes of Amir trying to get his podium. I believe with the penalties, he does have his penalty. He does have his podium. 5 seconds, he's 2 and 2 back, yeah. So right now would be Sweeney and AV and Amir sitting 1, 2, 3. Womax is keeping it clean. He's just too far behind. Sweeney, it's your race to lose, but you are only 2 seconds ahead. AV, 84 GT in the Alpine is right there on you. One mistake, he's your. And we got Bluey in the Alfa Romeo sitting P3. He's got to try to spread that gap away from Amir, or the Mercedes driver is going to get his first podium with the F1 Elite. Amir had P4 last week. He wants to taste to the podium. Mercedes needs the points. This would be a big finish for Mercedes. Oh. We got Scott here just getting past. Glitch. Now we got last stock in the S and he's catching on, but the penalties are going to kill him. AV's trying his best. These are the top two lads today in the rain. Aston Martin. Team Alpine sitting 1-2. Sweeney's feeling the pressure. Down to 1.3, it was 2.5. He's cut it in half. Now we got a mirror catching Bluey in the Mercedes. He's not going to catch him there. See what the Mercedes can get a run on him. He's on the ERS now. Bluey is not. He will gain on him a bit with the slipstream and the ERS. I guess Bluey's well aware of his 5-second penalty. He's just going to sit there and defend, and hopefully Amir makes a mistake himself or gets a penalty, so he only got to worry about 2-second gap. The boys have put on a great show here today. It's not easy racing this track with all assists, alone no assists, and then throw rain in on top of it. We got Glitch is still disconnected. This horrible luck for that fella in the AlphaTauri. Aces up to P7. His teammates sitting P2 all over. Zach is down to his second now. Zach's starting to struggle. He's right there. Then we got a mirror on top of Bluey. It's so hard to get the speed, to get the run, to get the pass done in the rain. I'm beginning to think the boys might want to put a set of wets on, but you're not going to, the first two is not going to be ducking in. AV's not going to duck in until Sweeney ducks in. But Amir might get the run this time on him. He's on the ERS. Bluey's still not on the ERS. He almost got a full tank. It's not even fighting. Is he just going to let it by? He is not. That's nice, respectful driving from Amir in the Mercedes. Oh, here's his mistake. He ran wide. He's going to get the run on him here. Oh, he just nudged him. He almost had him, Amir. Is he going to get him on this hairpin? I gotta love it. Amir's not making the dives. It's greatly appreciated by Bluey, I'm sure. But it's allowing that last dock in the Aston to catch up. He's starting to catch on to the two fellas. They're right there. He's watching everything. Yeah. These are not easy weather conditions to drive in at all. We will be streaming live again next week, same time, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK, week number 3 for the F1 Elite League. We're coming from Bahrain next week. Amir's all over him. Just try to get the move done. He's down to 6/10. He's got full tank ERS. Gonna open it up right now. Is Bluey? Bluey is now too. He's feeling the pressure this time. He just can't get it done though. There we go up to the lead battle for the lead between Sweeney, the Aston Martin, AV84 GT, and the Alpine. They're sitting 1-2 in the constructors. And Zach's sitting P1 in the drivers, and AV sitting P3, but P2 is not even in the race, so you are now looking at your new P2 driver standing as long as he finishes. So we got teams 1 and 2 versus drivers 1 and 2 against each other here. 1/9/10 splitting them after 26 or 33 laps here today at Portugal. What a great showing they had put on. We got 11 fellas managed to finish her out here. In treacherous conditions, I imagine the wet tire will be the better one. Does not look easy to drive at all. We got Last getting on top of Amir here. And Amir's right on top of Bluey. We had 3-car battle for third. We got Aces. Aces starting to eat up Scott the Red Bull up there. And the Alpine's trying to get another spot for himself. Only 2 seconds back. Amir, is he going to get the run? He's not. No DRS is killing the guys to try to get the passes done. Now you kind of got to sit and wait and hope the fellas makes a mistake. But now we got Aston sitting P1 and P5. We got Mercedes in P4. We got Alpine sitting P2, P7 with AV84 and Aces. Boys are having good races. Aces is gaining on Scott little bit by little bit. He's got 6 laps left to do it. AV, his teammates, trying to catch Sweeney for P1. Treacherous conditions now. You're definitely getting close to wet tire conditions here. But you're not going to jump in if no one else is going to jump in. But these guys got 12 seconds on the fella that's behind them in P3. If they both were smart, they'd jump in and put on a set of wets. But it's a tough call. They're managing to hold the lead. They do have the 12-second lead plus the penalty. So they got space. They can hold the fellas off for 6 laps. I'm sure they're well aware of the situation. These are good drivers. Pretty sure Aces is just committed to sitting there and hoping Sweeney can make a mistake. There's not much else he can do. We got Bluey coming around the bend, start lap number 28. Now he's got Amir all over him this time. He might get the pass done this time. He's got the inside. Is he going to bail? Yeah, Bluey bails, lets the Mercedes pass. There's P3 for Amir. If he can hang on to her. I believe will be his first podium because this is season 1. I'm sure he'll be excited with that. Top 3 drivers have managed to keep it clean the whole race too. Great job, fellas. Not easy in these conditions. Bluey's having a stellar of a race himself, and now he's got to watch out for the Astons right behind him. Now we got a 3-car battle for third between the Mercedes of Amir, the Alfa Romeo of Bluey, and the Aston Martin sitting right here at P5. He finished P5 last week. He's consistent. Oh no, he finished P8 last week. So this will be an improvement on last week. But it's still good for Aston Martin because his teammate's sitting P1. He's got a 16 gap behind him. Everything's looking good right now for the fella. Bluey's making another charge at Amir though. AV's on top of Zach again. He's making a push. Zach's still got 84% in the tank on these ERS. But I mean, AV in the Alpine's down 82% himself. Got to give it to everybody sticking it in like Diego and Swayze and Womax. Never had the best races with the rain and everything. They're sticking it out, getting the points for their team. That's what it's about. It's not always about you. You have a bad race, you try to bring the car home, get as many points as you can. But we got Avey trying to catch Sweeney in the Aston, but he just can't do it. He's hovering around that 1 second gap. Now we got the Aston of Last Stock all over Bluey in the Alfa Romeo. Fighting for P4. Look at the weather we're dealing with. I said this is week number 2 for F1 Elite League. I'm your buddy OneWing Streams. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll be coming live next week, same bad time, same bad channel, from Bahrain, week number 3, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK. Hopefully we'll get better weather in Bahrain, but the boys have done their best in these weather conditions. Top 5 are doing good. We got a 3-car battle for 4th here. And we got top 2 right on top of one another. He's making the push for him. He's pushing, but I'm sure he'll be happy with his P2. Just sitting there for the last 3 or 4 laps hoping that Sweeney and the Aston Martin can make a mistake. Sweeney knows what he's at. Also, like I said, I know Sweeney does his own streams and cams. Jump over to his page on YouTube. I'm sure many of the other fellas do too. I do not know their channel, but I know Zach goes by Zach Sweeney. The boys put on a great show here today. The Alpine went wide. There's his mistake. Zach's got a nice little comfortable lead now. Zach didn't make the mistake. Avey made a mistake in the Alpine, but still he's got 14.5 seconds back to worry about in the Mercedes, and Mercedes had a mistake. We got Bluey right there. You can still see the Mercedes. It's only 3 seconds. It's only right there, one turn ahead. But he do have the Aston Martin, the last stock all over him. Boys just trying to bring the cars home now, I imagine. Get the points they can, move on to Bahrain, week 3. Every point counts in the Constructors' Championship. Sweeney won last week, P1. Aston's sitting P1. Alpine is sitting P2 in the Constructors. AV's P3 in the Drivers' standings. He will be moving up to P2 as P2 Speed Alcoholic is not here today, which is a shame. I'm not sure what team Speed Alcoholic. They must be in the Alpine or the Alfa Romeo with Bluey. Bluey's doing good for the Alfa Romeos. There we go, we got 3 laps left to go. Week number 2, Portimao, Portugal. See who's going to win. Looks like it could be 2 for 2 for this fella here in the Aston Martin. Had a DQ in the qualifying. Started last. He's up to P1. He's got the pace. He won last week. He's looking strong right here. Little tank slapper there, which allows AV to gain on him again. AV's catching back up. He's not just going to give up. He wants his win. AV wants his first win, I'm sure. This is season number 1, so everything is always a first for these fellas in this league. Amir's looking for his first podium in the Mercedes. All he's got to do is bring her home. Bluey's got to watch out for that ass, and still right there, 1.1 behind him. There's your 2 battles. Everybody else is spread out. Top 5's pretty lame. I mean, you got 3rd, 4th, and 5th kind of close together. You got 1 and 2 right neck and neck. He's faking the pit from Sweeney, or is he trying to break the slipstream? That was interesting. No one's going to believe you're going in the pit on 2 laps left. The Maestro, Zach Sweeney. But he's got his hands full with AV84, AGT here. In the Alpines all over the bumper. Oh, Zach's getting squiggly again. I want to thank you to everybody tuning in. It's been great. It's been a great race. It looks like we're going to have 11 finishers. And we are not sure about the winner yet, as it's clearly wet tire situation. The boys are on 14, 15 lap hole intermittents here, doing the best they can to finish her out, drag the car home. Amir just lost his podium because he got damaged, but he lost his podium. He must have had a wipeout. He's going to be gutted. I feels for you, Amir. P5 it may be. But that's great for Bluey and the Aston Martin. It even helps Aston Martin more. Now we go down to Aces. He's sitting P6 in the Alpine. That's a great race. And we got Scott in the Red Bulls sitting P7. That's a solid finish for him. Dreadful conditions. Now we got Glitch, who literally had a glitch. Looks like he's back falling now. He was sitting top 3 when he had internet issues. We got Womax in the Ferrari sitting P9. Diego in the Williams, P10. Swayze in the AlphaTauri, P11. 8 and 11 for the AlphaTauris. Red Bull, P7. And the DNF. Aston Martins. Now we got Sweeney on the last lap, starting sector number 2. Is he going to be hold AV off? Make it 2 for 2. AV in the Alpine wants to his first win. He wants to taste the victory. But it's only week 2 of the season. Every point counts. Bluey is out. What happened to Bluey? Bluey Binder. No, Bluey. That's horrible for the Alfa Romeo on the last lap. I think it's going to work out for the Alpine sitting 2-5 and the Aston Martin sitting 1-3. Can AV get them coming around the last couple turns here now? The heat is on. Doesn't look like he's going to get them. It's going to be 2 for 2 for the Aston Martin of Zach Sweeney, ladies and gentlemen. Great finish for Aston Martin. Congratulations, sir. No swervy derbies across the line. Bring her home. There's the winner. With AV with a solid race in the Alpine P2. Now we got Lastak in P3 in the Aston Martin. Great double podium maybe for the Aston Martins. But Amir is there in P4 again. In the Mercedes. What's the penalty situation? He got 15 seconds. Amir's gonna get he's still gonna get his podium. Last stock is P3, but we'll drop. Here's your first podium for Amir. First podium. There it is for the Mercedes. Never give up, pal. Now we got last stock in the Aston Martin coming across the line in a minute. P4. Great race out of him. Great race for Aston Martin in general. Great race for Amir in the Mercedes. Great race for AV and Aces and Kings in the Alpines in P2, P5. That should hold on to P2 in the Constructors and keep them close to the Aston Martins that are sitting P1. We got Scott in the Red Bull finishing P6. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. From week 2, F1 Elite League. I'm your buddy OneWing. Like I said, here's your driver today, Sweeney. Last to first challenge completed. Mission success. Tune in next week, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK for week 3 from Bahrain with your buddy OneWing, F1 Elite League. Thanks for the race, guys. That was some great racing. I hope y'all liked the stream. Thanks for everybody tuning in. I'm not sure what happened, Zuber, buddy. It's unfortunate. Congratulations to the podium. Thank you for the league for letting me stream it. Hope you like what I done. I know I'm no Zach Sweeney, but I hope you like it. There's your leaderboard. Sweeney P1 in the Aston Martin, P2 in the Alpine of AV 84, 80 GT. Amir Mercedes P3, last stock Aston Martin P4, P5 Aces versus Kings in the Alpine. Scotty in the Red Bull P6 is a solid finish. Bluey P7 in the Alfa Romeo. Glitch P8 in the AlphaTauri after starting pole. That's brutal with the glitch. Womax P9 in the Ferrari. Solid finish. 10th for the Finn Diego in the Williams. P11 Swayze in the AlphaTauri. The Ferrari of Modi Perez and Ted 420 in the Red Bull. P13 Racing Wheel. P14 in the Ferrari. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your buddy OneWing, F1 Elite League. That's what it's all about. Next week, Bahrain, week 3. Like I said, same bad time, same bad channel. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.